Hello, everybody. So I just want to ask you all a question, especially if you are African American and all that. So here's the word. Here is the question, and the question is: you might think, oh, you're white, you'll be the last ones to be saying this and that, but hear me out. Why is it that you guys can say the N word or any kind of words like this, but everybody else can't? And I ask that question because if you knew the history of what your ancestors went through, and no Americans were involved in this throughout history, with slavery and all that, and how the founding of the United States and all that. And may I remind you, Europeans actually enslaved and did bad things to Native Americans long before in the ocean blue and Columbus. All these things happened before the slavery was between Africans and Europeans. So, and you might say in the comments, "Oh, you're white. Why are you asking this question?" Well, I'm glad if you asked. I'm glad you asked. The question is, the response is going to be because, and the real thing was going to be, I'm going to say it, is that nobody should be saying that N word. Nobody. What I'm saying is that no one should be saying the word because of the history behind it. And Europeans did this. And yes, I'm white, but I'm not European. I'm an American. There's a difference. And if you're born and raised in the United States, you're an American citizen. But if you're born and raised in Europe, you're a European. Just like Africa, you're an African. Mexico, you're Mexican. Canadian, Canada, Canadian. Cuba, Cuban. China, Chinese. So any country you're born and raised in, you're from that country. You're the citizen. Chinese citizen, German citizen. Yes, every country's different, but every country has one thing in common. There's politics, there's government, there's elections, there's land. So yeah, a lot of countries don't sound different. But you guys gotta understand, a lot of you may say that word because you're being nice, or you're just saying, hey, what's up, my dog? What's up, homie? Bro, how are you doing? Bruh. Words like that. How about you just say those words instead of using the N-word or any other words that are racist? Now, I have another question. Hear me out with this. Has that word ever solved slavery or racism? Type in the comments below, yes or no. See, if I wasn't white and I was asking this, it would be okay. But because I'm white, it's not. See, culture and society today is trying to teach those to hate whites because of the slavery back then. 400 years of slavery. It's documented, it's real, so please don't say it's fake news or it's a myth. It's not. Jews were smart when they wanted nothing to do or to take any words back from the Holocaust and the things that Adolf Hitler did in World War II. And he was involved in World War I. You can go check it out. Google it. Hitler was involved in World War I. The thing is, what I'm saying, guys, is that nobody should be taking back words and celebrating these things because they're horrible parts of history that should never be repeated again. And the worst part is, history is doomed to repeat it. You are doomed to repeat history if you're using the N-word, if you're saying all these words and celebrating it like it's no big deal. It is a big deal. What would your ancestors think? What would my ancestors think? What would everybody think? If you're using that kind of language, we're all human beings. We should all be equal in the eyes of the Lord, in the eyes of the law, and in the eyes of everybody. We all need to understand that the devil is trying to get history repeated again in its evil ways. If you don't understand what I'm saying, go Google it. Google the word. Now, trying to change up 2 letters in a word and make it one, it's like trying to change up sin and make it something good, even though it's evil. And no, I'm not saying African Americans are evil. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is the history of slavery is evil. Slavery was invented by sin. Sin is what caused slavery. The devil is what caused sin to cause slavery. Evil and sin and crime does not come from man, it comes from the devil. But remember, if you read the Bible, it goes all the way back to Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. Sin is what started in the world today. Look around you guys, and it's 2024. Why are they still saying that word anyway? And it's made racism worse in the United States. It's not made it better. Come on, guys. Wake up. Smell the coffee. Realize what you're saying is not going to make your relationship with anybody better. I'm tired of everybody saying the N-word. I'm tired of everybody saying racist things that are rude. And I'm calling all white guys and women, please stop. If you're being racist, you got racism in your heart, please stop. You got hate in your heart if you're like that. Because nobody can help the color of their skin. We're all human beings. We're all people. Let's treat each other like it. Let's all come together as one big family and work together to end sin and to make the world a better place. It doesn't matter what race or ethnicity you are, what language you speak and all that. Nobody should be saying these words. They're horrible words that should never be repeated in our history ever again. My guys, please stop saying racist things to them. Stop it. Because you're making things better. You're making things a lot worse. Please don't twist my words around. I just corrected myself here. Take this seriously. And I don't want anyone saying the N-word or saying racist things and hate in the comments. If you do, you'll be blocked. Or just like that. I'm not playing games. Check yourselves before you wreck yourselves. And that goes for everybody, not just African Americans. It goes to everybody. Doesn't matter. White, black, Hispanic, Asian, Arab, Indian. Because there's consequences. On this channel, in the comments, there's consequences. If you do it, if you don't follow the rules, you're banned. No racism here. No haters, no trolls, no minors, none of these guys. If you're not 18 years old, you're not allowed on this channel. I don't care who you are, what country you're from, what language you speak, it doesn't matter. If you are one of them, you're not allowed here. This is my channel, this is my country, my domain, my room, my space. I own it. I work for YouTube, I pay my bills here, and I make a living on YouTube, whether you like it or not. And yes, every content is different. Nobody's content on YouTube is the same. Now, it's almost 8 minutes in this video, so have a good day.